Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Daily English Channel. I'm Emma.
And I'm Paul. It's great to see you all again. If you want to improve your real-life English, you've come to the right place. Today's episode is all about daily challenges. You know what I mean, those small, annoying moments like losing your house keys right before work or finding an empty milk carton when you need coffee.
Exactly, Paul. These moments can be stressful, but today we have a plan. In this episode, you will learn the mise en place method to organize your mind, how to stay calm as a cucumber when things go wrong, and how to stop feeling overwhelmed by your to-do list.
That's right. We aren't just teaching you new vocabulary, we are giving you a survival guide for a better, happier life. By the end of this talk, you'll have a positive perspective and useful English words for your daily routine.
It's going to be a fun and helpful conversation. But before we dive into the chaos, we have a small favor. If you are new here, please take a second to click that subscribe button right now.
Joining our community helps us grow and ensures you never miss our daily chats. We love seeing you improve your English with us every day.
Are you ready? Let's jump in and find some solutions. Okay, Paul, let's start at the very beginning, the morning. Be honest with me. How was your morning today? Did you wake up feeling like a superhero? Did you jump out of bed with a giant smile on your face?
A superhero? No. Emma, to be honest, I woke up feeling like a zombie. For our friends listening who might not know, a zombie is a walking dead person. Slow, tired, and maybe a little bit scary before coffee.
I think we are all zombies at 7 a.m., Paul. It's a very common human condition.
It really is. My alarm went off. I hit the snooze button 3 times. I kept saying, just 5 more minutes, just 5 more minutes. But eventually I had to get up. I stumbled into the kitchen. Now, usually the kitchen is my favorite place. I love the smell of toast and the sound of the kettle. I was ready for my morning magic, a creamy, delicious latte.
Coffee is definitely magic. It's like a hug in a mug.
Exactly. I grabbed my favorite mug. It's a big blue one that says, World's Okayest Brother. I put the coffee in the machine. I was so excited. But then, the tragedy happened.
Oh no, don't tell me.
I opened the fridge to get the milk. I picked up the carton, and it felt very light. I shook it. Nothing. Silence. There was not even 1 drop of milk left, Emma.
Oh, Paul, that is the classic morning challenge. It's such a small thing, but it feels like the end of the world when you are half asleep. What did you do? Did you run to the shop in your pajamas?
I thought about it, but I was too tired, so I had to drink it black coffee. No sugar, no milk. It was so bitter, it was so strong that my eyes almost popped out of my head.
Poor Paul. I know you have a sweet tooth. If you have a sweet tooth, it means you love sugar, candy, and sweet things. Drinking bitter black coffee must have been a huge struggle for you.
It was a bitter start to the day, literally. I stood there in my kitchen holding this dark cup, and I felt so angry. I thought, why me? Why today? This whole day is going to be terrible. I'm going to have a bad day because of this milk.
That is such a common reaction, isn't it? We let one tiny mistake, a lack of milk, color our entire day. We decide the day is bad before it even begins.
Exactly. But then I stopped myself. I looked on the counter and saw a jar of strawberry jam. I made some toast, put a lot of sweet jam on it, and guess what? The sweetness of the jam helped me forget the bitter coffee. I found a small solution.
See, you handled it. You didn't let the milk tragedy win. But you know, Paul, even though I am very organized, my morning was a bit of a disaster too.
Really? I don't believe you. You always look so prepared. What happened?
Well, I woke up early, I did my yoga, I had a healthy smoothie, I put on my favorite coat because it is freezing outside today, I walked to the front door ready to conquer the world. And then I stopped.
Why? Did you forget your shoes?
No, I reached into my pocket for my key ring. You know, the metal circle that holds all your keys together? My pocket was empty. I checked my other pocket, empty.
Oh, I hate that feeling. The empty pocket panic. Your heart starts beating fast, right?
My heart was racing. I looked at the clock. I had exactly 8 minutes before my bus arrived. If I missed that bus, I would be late for this recording. So I started running around my apartment like a crazy person. I looked under the sofa, I looked in the bathroom, I even looked in the microwave.
The microwave? Emma, why would your keys be in the microwave?
I don't know. When you're in a panic, your brain stops working logically. I felt so frustrated. It's that feeling of being annoyed or angry because you cannot do what you want to do.
I feel frustrated just listening to this. Did you find them?
I did, but only after I forced myself to stop. I stood in the middle of my living room and took a deep breath. In and out. I asked myself, Emma, where were you last night when you came home? I remembered I was carrying a heavy bag of groceries. I put the bag on the chair, and I realized I probably dropped the keys in the grocery bag. I checked, and there they were, at the bottom of the grocery bag next to a bag of apples.
Hooray! You saved the day.
I did, but the problem wasn't the keys. The problem was my lack of focus. I was doing too many things at once last night, so I wasn't mindful of where I put my things.
That's a big lesson. We think we're busy, but really we're just distracted.
Speaking of being distracted, Paul, we need to talk about your desk. I saw that photo you posted on Instagram last week of your home office.
Oh, that photo. Yeah, it was authentic, wasn't it?
Paul, it looked like a tornado had lived in your room for a month. There were papers everywhere, 3 different coffee cups, a pile of books, and, Paul, was that a silver spoon on your chair?
Okay, I admit it, my desk is a challenge. I start the day with a clean space, but 2 hours later, it's a mess. And the spoon? I don't even know, Emma. I didn't even eat soup that day. It's a total mystery. It's a mystery spoon.
A mystery spoon on the chair. That is hilarious. But let's be serious for a second. How does that mess make you feel when you're trying to work?
Honestly, it makes me feel scattered. My brain feels like the desk. When I need a pen, I have to search under a mountain of paper. By the time I find the pen, I've forgotten my good idea. It breaks my flow.
This is so true for many people. When your environment is messy, your mind is messy. You lose your ability to focus. So I have a very special solution for you. It's a phrase from the world of professional chefs. It's French, but we use it in English all the time. It is mise en place.
Mise en place. It sounds very fancy. Does it mean I have to wear a tall chef's hat while I type?
No hat required. It literally means everything in its place. Imagine a top chef in a busy restaurant. Before they turn on the stove, they don't just start cooking. They prepare. They chop the onions, they wash the herbs, they put the salt and pepper in small bowls, they have their knife ready. Everything is organized before the work begins.
So they don't have to run around looking for a spoon when the steak is burning.
Exactly. And you can do this with your desk. My advice to you, Paul, is to mise en place your office every night.
Every night? But I'm so tired at night.
It only takes 5 minutes. Before you go to sleep, clear the cups, put the pens back in the drawer, throw away the old papers, organize your notebook. When you wake up the next morning and walk to your desk, you're ready. You don't have to fight the mess. You can just start. Your mind is clear because your desk is clear.
You know, that sounds amazing. I usually start my morning by cleaning, which wastes my energy. If I do it at night, I can use my morning energy for actual work. I'm gonna try it. Okay, Emma, I will clean my desk, but even with a clean desk, I have another big challenge, my to-do list. I write down everything I need to do, but the list is so long that I feel overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed? That's a perfect word. It means you feel like the work is too much, like you are drowning in tasks.
That was me yesterday. Do you want to hear my list from yesterday?
Go ahead, read it to us.
Okay, here it was. Record the podcast with Emma, go to the post office, buy groceries, especially milk, clean the entire bathroom, call my sister for her birthday, run 5 kilometers, read 2 chapters of my book, fix the broken light in the hallway.
Paul, stop. That is not a list for one day. That is a list for a whole week. You are only one human being. You only have 24 hours.
I know, and because I couldn't do all of it, I felt like a failure at 9 p.m. I finished the podcast and the groceries, but I didn't run, I didn't fix the light, and I didn't clean the bathroom. I felt so stressed.
You are not a failure, Paul. You are just struggling with prioritizing. To prioritize means to decide what is the most important thing.
But everything feels important when I'm writing it down.
Think of your tasks like balls that you are juggling in the air. Some of those balls are made of glass. If you drop a glass ball, it breaks and you can't fix it. Other balls are made of rubber. If you drop a rubber ball, it bounces and you can pick it up tomorrow.
Oh, I love that image. So, recording the podcast is a glass ball.
Yes, because I am here, the studio is booked, and our listeners are waiting. If you don't show up, the ball breaks. Calling your sister for her birthday is also a glass ball. You can't call her for her birthday tomorrow. It won't be her birthday anymore.
Right. And cleaning the bathroom.
That is a rubber ball, Paul. If the bathroom is a little bit dusty for one more day, nothing terrible happens. The world does not end. You can pick that ball up on Saturday.
Wow, I have been treating my bathroom floor like it was made of glass. No wonder I am stressed.
Exactly. My solution for everyone listening is this. Every morning, choose only 3 glass balls. Just 3. Must-dos. If you finish those 3, you have had a successful day. Anything else you do is just a bonus.
3 things. I can do 3 things. That makes me feel so much lighter.
We are having such a great talk today, aren't we? Paul, I'm actually feeling more relaxed just talking about these solutions.
Me too. And if you are listening right now and you are nodding your head because you also have rubber balls you need to drop, please hit that like button.
Yes, clicking the like button tells us that you find this helpful. It's a small way to support the Daily English channel. And if you have a friend who is always stressed or always late, why not share this episode with them? We're all in this together.
Stay with us because after the break, we're going to talk about the afternoon slump at work and a very cool trick for keeping your house clean without spending all weekend doing chores.
Let's move our conversation to the office. Whether you work in a big building or from your kitchen table, work has its own challenges. For me, the biggest struggle is technology.
Really? But you use a computer every day.
I know, but computers are like toddlers. Sometimes they just refuse to listen. Last week, our company updated the software we use for the podcast. I opened it and I felt like I was looking at a foreign language. The upload button was gone.
Oh no. Change is the enemy of productivity.
It really is. I spent 20 minutes clicking everything. I felt my face getting hot. I felt stupid. I thought, everyone else probably knows how to use this. Why am I so slow? Maybe I'm not good at my job.
That is a very heavy feeling. We call that imposter syndrome, the fear you aren't as smart or capable as people think you are.
Exactly. I almost cried, Paul. But then I used my favorite solution. I asked for help. I sent a message to Suri, our IT expert. I said, Suri, I feel silly, but I can't find the upload button.
And did she laugh at you?
No. She sent back a smiley face and said, Emma, it confused me too. They moved it to the bottom left and changed the color to green. It took her 5 seconds to help me, and it saved me 2 hours of stress.
That's a great lesson. Sometimes the challenge isn't the technology, it's our own pride. Asking for help is a superpower.
What about you, Paul? You are good with computers. What is your work challenge?
My struggle is physical. It is the afternoon slump. You know that feeling around 2 p.m. right after lunch?
Oh, the heavy eyes feeling.
Yes, usually it happens when I'm in a meeting. The room is warm, the lights are a bit dim, and my boss is talking about quarterly projections and budget alignments. It's so boring, Emma. My head starts to nod, my eyes want to close so badly. It's so embarrassing.
The struggle is real. I've seen you do that in our meetings, Paul. So, how do you stay awake?
I have a few tricks. First, I drink ice-cold water. Not coffee, just cold water. It wakes up my internal system. Second, I sit on the edge of my chair. If I lean back, I will fall asleep. And third, I doodle.
You draw pictures?
Yes, but I don't just draw flowers, I draw visual notes. If the boss says we need to hit our targets, I draw a little bow and arrow. If he says the company is growing, I draw a tree. It forces my brain to listen so I can draw the picture. It's a small solution, but it keeps me awake and professional.
Now let's talk about the challenge we all face when we get home, housework. It feels like a never-ending circle, doesn't it?
It really does. You wash the dishes, you eat a snack, and now there are more dishes. You vacuum the floor, you walk across the room, and now there is dust again. It never stops.
I used to get so angry about housework. I would leave everything until Saturday. Then on Saturday morning, I would spend 5 hours cleaning. I was tired, I was grumpy, and I felt like I was wasting my weekend.
I did the same thing. Saturday was cleaning day, and it was the worst day of the week. But you found a better way, right?
I did. It's called the clean as you go method.
Clean as you go. That sounds like the mise en place idea.
It's very similar. The idea is that you never leave a mess for later, because later never comes. For example, when I'm making dinner, I don't leave the onion peels on the counter. While the onions are frying, I put the peels in the bin and wash the knife immediately.
So by the time the food is ready?
By the time I sit down to eat, the kitchen is already clean. And here's the 30-second rule. If a job takes less than 30 seconds, do it now.
Give me an example.
When you take off your shoes, don't leave them in the middle of the floor. It takes 5 seconds to put them in the closet. Do it now. When you finish your coffee, don't leave the mug on the table. It takes 20 seconds to rinse it and put it in the dishwasher. Do it now.
You know, I tried that yesterday. I usually leave my mail on the dining table for a week. Yesterday, I took it straight to the recycling bin. It took 10 seconds, and my table stayed clean. It felt like a tiny victory.
Exactly. Those tiny victories add up. On Saturday, instead of cleaning for 5 hours, I only clean for 30 minutes. The rest of the day, I can go to the park or read a book.
We've talked about work and home, but what about our bodies? Emma, I have a big challenge with exercise.
Oh, the exercise struggle. Tell me about it.
Well, in my mind, I am an athlete. I want to run marathons. But in reality, when I come home from work, I meet my greatest enemy, the sofa magnet.
The sofa magnet. It's very powerful, isn't it?
It's like magic. I walk through the door, I see the sofa, and I feel this invisible force pulling me down. Paul, come here, sit down, watch a movie, ignore your running shoes. And once I sit down, it's game over. I'm not getting up again.
We all feel that. We think we need motivation, but motivation is like a fair weather friend. It's there when things are easy, but it disappears when you are tired.
So if I can't use motivation, what can I use?
You use accountability. This is a great word for our English learners. Accountability means being responsible to someone else. My solution for exercise is to never do it alone.
You have a coach?
No, just a friend. My friend Sarah and I are running buddies. Every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m., we meet at the park. There are many days when I don't want to go. I'm tired, it's raining, or I'm busy.
But you go anyway?
I have to. I think Sarah is standing there in the rain waiting for me. I can't be the person who doesn't show up. I don't want to disappoint my friend. That is accountability. I don't go for me, I go for her. And once I'm at the park, I feel great.
That's brilliant. You are using your guilt to help your health. Maybe I should ask my neighbor to walk with me. He's very punctual. He would never let me stay on the sofa.
Exactly. Find a buddy, Paul. It changes everything.
Before we finish, Emma, we have to talk about the challenge that our listeners are facing right now, learning English.
Yes, this is a journey that can feel very difficult sometimes. Paul, what do you think is the biggest mistake people make?
I think people are afraid of the mistake monster. They are so worried about being perfect that they are afraid to speak.
I agree. I have a rule for all of you listening. Communication over perfection.
I love that. Can you explain it?
Sure. Imagine you are in London and you want to buy a train ticket. You're nervous, you're worried about your grammar, you're worried about your accent. You stop and think, oh no, should I use the present perfect or the simple past?
And while you're thinking, you miss the train.
Exactly. The goal of language is to share an idea. If you say, ticket, London, please, and the person gives you a ticket, you have succeeded. You have communicated.
So we don't need to be Shakespeare.
Not at all. We just need to connect. Think of English like a tool, like a hammer. You don't need the perfect hammer to build a house. You just need one that works. Take small steps. Learn one new word today. Listen to 10 minutes of a podcast. Those small steps will lead you to the top of the mountain.
That makes me feel so much better. I think I'll go try to speak to someone in English today, even if I make 10 mistakes.
We have covered so much ground today. I feel like we've walked through a whole day together. Let's do a quick review of the focus tools, the vocabulary and idioms we used today.
Great idea. Let's look at the verbs first. To handle, this means to deal with or manage a problem. Example, she handled the milk crisis very well.
To prioritize means to decide which tasks are the most important. Remember the glass balls.
To focus means to give all your attention to one specific thing.
And to ask for help means to request assistance instead of struggling alone.
And here are some great nouns and phrases. Mise en place, a French phrase meaning everything in its place. Preparing your environment before you start.
Overwhelmed means the feeling of having too much to deal with.
Frustrated means feeling annoyed or angry because you can't achieve something.
Sweet tooth means if you have a sweet tooth, you love sugary foods.
The struggle is real, a funny phrase we use to describe daily problems. Example, the coffee machine is broken. The struggle is real.
And clean as you go means cleaning small messes as you make them, not later.
Accountability means being responsible to another person for your actions.
And imposter syndrome means the fear that you aren't as capable as people think you are. We have reached the end of our deep dive into daily challenges. I have to say, I feel much more organized now.
Me too. I'm going home to mise en place my kitchen, drop some rubber balls, and find a running buddy.
Wonderful. Now we want to hear from you. Yes, you listening right now on your commute, at the gym, or in your kitchen.
Our question of the day is, what is one small challenge you faced today, and what was your solution?
Did you lose your keys? Did you have a mystery spoon on your desk? Or did you try the 30-second rule? Tell us in the comments below. And please, try to write your answer in English.
Don't worry about mistakes. We promise to read your comments and reply. This is a safe place to practice your English and share your life.
If this episode made you smile or helped you learn something new, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend. Your support helps the Daily English channel continue to grow and help more people around the world.
Thank you for spending your valuable time with us. You are doing a great job. You are capable and you can handle anything life throws at you.
Keep practicing, stay focused, and most importantly, be kind to yourself.
See you in the next episode.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everyone.